2020 was the year we all looked forward to. It's the start of a new decade. It's the year of perfect vision. Or so we thought. And then, the pandemic happened. Now, 2020 has become the year that ushered in the new normal. But in spite of that, here in Creative Voices, we believe it's still the perfect year for your voice to be heard. This is Creative Voices 2020. Bigger, bolder, better. And yet still and always the home of the best Filipino voice-over artists. We provide a pool of hundreds of voice profiles. Male or female, young or mature, calm or energetic. In English, Tagalog, and other Philippine dialects.
Tuloy ang kwento.
Padayon ang istorya.
Ituloy ti istorya.
Telestoria continua.
Isundo may istorya.
Padagos lang ang satuyang istorya.
Padayon ang imo nga sugilanon.
Tuloy ang kwento.
An online platform for selecting, booking, and obtaining the perfect voiceover for your commercial, movie, corporate video, e-learning, telephone system, etc. You name it, we voice it. State-of-the-art recording studio, equipment, and software for a guaranteed crisp and clear audio quality. Online workshops on voice acting, home studio setup, and audio editing. We have produced over 2,000 graduates from VoiceWorks, our popular voice acting workshop since 2005. And the pandemic is no reason to stop. Vision 2025 to be the leading national network of young Filipino voice artists and creative voices. Mission to provide developmental opportunities and platform that empower young Filipino voice artists in every corner of the Philippines to use their voices to promote positive social change. Adapt, adopt, adept. We create a culture of giving, sharing, loving, and caring. And disrupt the culture of selfishness, greediness, and ungratefulness. We give every unheard and aspiring Filipino voice artist an opportunity to rise above the noise and be heard. Be part of the new normal created by Creative Voices 2020. Join Certified Voice Artist Program. Creative Voices 2020 Vision 2025. Creative Voices Productions. www.youtube.com/thevoicemaster. #VoiceFromHome. Dahil basta boses, Creative Voices.
EntrepRadio Online.
EntrepRadio Online.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. This is Winston Binauhan from Balangay Trading Company. So we're in the business of providing the best of the Filipino foods right at your doorstep. So this coming Sunday, we'll be discussing about niche market and how can we take full potential and take advantage of this unexplored market. So at the same time, I'll be sharing to you the key success stories of how the Coffee Beans Depot started from a simple dropshipping model way back 2013 and what is now our household name, the distribution, which is a kinakaping model right now, and one of our new products, which is our magandang uling. 100% cocoa shell charcoal briquettes at mas matagal pa sa inyong ex ang tanging uling na mayroong hugot. So malalaman nyo yung lahat this coming Sunday, 2 p.m. at VGA Radio and EntrepRadio Online. So see you tomorrow. Bye!
EntrepRadio Online. EntrepRadio Online.
Hear the voices of greatness on the World Wide Web. VG8 Radio, the voices of greatness.
Narito na ang inyong bagong magiging Sunday afternoon habit sa VG8 Radio. 2 oras ng inspiration, motivation at empowerment sa makabagong paaralan ng buhay sa online world. invest early in life and be an entrepreneur. Ito ang susi sa inyong tagumpay. Matuto ng mga tips, techniques at best practices sa pagsisimula ng negosyo.
EntrepRadio Online.
Magandang hapon mga ka-entreps! Narito na ang programa para sa makabagong Filipino entrepreneur. Makakasama niyo kami tuwing Linggo alas 2 hanggang alas 4 ng hapon para sa usapang punong-puno ng kaalaman sa pagsisimula ng inyong pangkabuhayan.
Yes, tama yan, partner. Alam mo, we always inspire greatness, excellence, and success in every Filipino entrepreneur. Dahil dito sa EntrepRadio, may puso ang pagnenegosyo. Kaya Luzon, Visayas, at Mindanao, isang maganda at maaraw na hapon sa inyong lahat, mga ka-entreps. Hatid namin sa inyong 2 oras ng information, inspiration, motivation, at empowerment para sa ating makabagong Filipino entrepreneurs. Welcome, guys, to EntrepRadio Online, the voice
of Filipino entrepreneurs.
Ayan, mga ka-entreps, make sure to like and follow our page. It's EntrepRadio Online page to see more informative content about entrepreneurship, which is made specially for Filipinos around the world. So mga ka-entreps, like and follow na.
So yan, partner, kamusta ba ang naging last week natin? Ano ba mga pangyayaring dumaan, no?
Alam mo, partner, kahit isang linggo nang nakalipas, alam mo, I'm still on high from the anniversary. Alam mo, I don't know, the CVAP anniversary. Parang you just feel na it's still there, still happening, and it's still worth celebrating.
Definitely. So what is CVAP ba? We'll let you know in a while. But first, we'd like to say nga pala, no? Thank you ulit sa ating previous guest na si Sir Alfred Maximo, no? The CEO and owner of the Water Max Enterprises. So yung mga ka-entreps natin dyan na may balak or nag-iisip, no, na magtayo ng sarili nilang water refilling station, check out our episode 3, no? With Sir Alfred, kasi talagang doon dinaanan niya lahat ng mga kakailanganin mong pag-isipan or i-consider bago ka magtayo ng sarili ng negosyong water refilling. And of course, you can also pwede niyong kunin sa kanya yung equipment kasi napakaganda ng service, after sales service nila. So talagang full package sila.
Oo. Alam mo, partner, that was incredible. That episode was incredible kasi during the show itself, may mga testimonials na lumalabas. Alam mo yun, from previous, from clients na ongoing kasi they got the service, they got the equipment. Pero during the show, parang they were testifying na the services are good, diba? Yung customer relationship was there, ongoing pa rin. So, you know, you kind of feel na it's really worth the investment talaga.
At saka magandang testimonial yun, no? Meaning mismong mga clients mo na ang nagsasabi, no? Parang sa mga online, diba? Selling platform, makikita mo yung reviews. Ito parang puro 5 stars ang reviews nila, diba? Pati yung after sales. Kasi yun nga, diba, napag-usapan na kung ang benta mo ng tubig is around 700 bottles a day, mawalan ka lang ng equipment for 1 day, ang laki na nang nawala sa iyo. So tatagal din ang return on investment mo. Pero yun nga, the way they do it, talagang mafe-feel mong hindi ka pababayaan and walang problema yung negosyo.
Oo. Kaya naman ganun na lang ang outpour ng testimonials during the show. So today, partner,
yes, partner, go ahead.
Package 2 ka, di ba?
Package 1 nga lang, partner. Mahal na masyado para sa budget natin. Pero yun na nga.
Ayun. So this week, partner, isang very interesting topic at product ang pag-uusapan natin. At medyo buddy-buddy natin tong kasama natin today kasi kasama natin siya sa Google My Business.
From the Google MSME Caravan, no?
Yes.
Ang ating guest today. And talagang nakakasama namin siya. Ako, ilang beses ko na siya nakatandem. Ang galing talaga eh.
Talaga.
Gaganda rin ang feedback ng mga attendees, no? Talagang marami silang natututunan. Definitely. Which is the whole point of the activity, diba?
Right.
Marami ka matutunan about digitalization, about putting your business online.
Mm-mm.
So tell us
And we will
something
be talking about charcoal briquettes and coffee beans today. Ito ang mga negosyo na tinayo ng ating guest today at partner natin sa Google My Business MSME Caravan.
Yan. So guys, you stay tuned then to learn more about this business. No? So, ano pa mga updates natin? Yun nga, nag 1 year na ang Certified Voice Artist Program, which is a very big milestone, no? Kasi ang dami na natin mga certified voice artists ngayon. If you're interested to become a fellow voice artist or gusto nyo, ano ba yung pagiging voice artist? Kantahan ba to? Hindi, this is more on the voice acting. Ano po ito, kung gusto nyo mag-dub, mahilig kayo manood ng anime or yung mga Tagalog na Korea novela, di ba? Yung mga yon, yung mga tumatao doon, and also yung mga gumagawa ng shows katulad nito, mga voice artists po yan. So if you're interested to become a voice artist, partner,
Yes, if you're interested to be a voice artist and to join the CVAP family, we are going to have Batch 8. July 10 na mga ka-entreps. Malapit na. And please don't hesitate to contact the contact numbers there kasi the slots are filling up. Diba? Baka mahuli kayo. So it's going to start on July 10. Visit the Facebook page. It's Certified Voice Artist Facebook page. So yan, punta na kayo dyan sa page na yan, now na.
Or pwede rin sa certifiedvoiceartist.com, no? Na binabasa ko dito sa poster, hindi na pala nakalagay. But you can also visit the website, no? certifiedvoiceartist.com. Madaling tandaan.
Limited slots only. So, yun.
Yes.
Puntahan nyo na. Mag-sign up na kayo. Kasi it's not just about voice acting, partner. It's just not about dubbing, voice acting or doing voiceovers, which we do naman talaga. And our classmates in different batches have their projects. But it's also about self-development. Alam mo yun, yung confidence and yung communication skills. So that's how important it is.
Natatawa pa rin ako pag nakakwento ko na voice artist na ako, sasabihin ng mga friends ko, sige nga, sample nga, kanta ka nga. hindi yung ganung voice artist. Teka lang, gusto mo basahan kita ng article? Sabi ko.
Interviewin kita,
huwag ka makulit. Ganun.
Ayun. So speaking of shows, if you're going to start a show, Certified Voice Artist Program talaga will help you. And because of Certified Voice Artist Program, we have 2 more shows in EntrepRadio. We started with just 1 show, which is what we're doing right now, but we actually gave birth to 2 other shows, which is Pinoy World. That happens every Thursday at 9 p.m. And this is all about mga ka-entreps nating nasa iba't ibang parte ng mundo. Yan.
So kung naisip nyo ba na, kunyari, nasa ibang bansa kayo, gusto nyo magtayo ng sarili ng negosyo, ano ba yung mga naging experience ng iba nating mga kababayan na nag-migrate na or kasalukuyang nakatira doon? Watch Entrepreneur World kasi very entertaining, very informative sila kasi pati yung mga kababayan natin na, kumakanta pero hindi sila voice artists. Pero kumakanta sila, nagpo-perform, kasama din dito naka-highlight. So, if you watch the show, full force yan po mga ka-entreps, entertainment, information. Kasi lalo na, di ba, nasa ibang bansa ka, gusto mo ano ba yung mga batas na meron doon? Applicable ba sa akin? Pwede nyo pong malaman sa Entrepreneur World.
Alam mo, partner, ang sobrang proud ako about Entrepreneur World is one, of course, yung mga stories ng mga ka-entreps natin na nagnenegosyo sa ibang bansa. Kasi I am an OFW, ex-OFW myself. So I know how difficult it is. And for them to be able to achieve such a milestone in their life, sobrang galing, very inspiring.
Bago natin puntahan yung next show, meron lang tayo mga comments na pataba ng puso.
Talaga ba? Sige, let's go there.
Nakakataba ng puso to, si Moises to eh. From Mr. Moises Ivan Blank. No? Sabi niya, good morning po mga ka-entreps. Sabay po siya, no? Ay, hapon na pala. Good morning din sa iyo, Moises, di ba? Alam namin
Hi,
na pagising mo lang.
Moises! Good morning!
Yun lang po ang ating commercial.
Very inspiring, ha? Very inspiring ang comment mo,
Oo.
Moises.
Kasi syempre, kay Entreps natin yan and fellow certified voice artist. So, family yan.
Yes.
And our next show is...
Entrep Academy. Ito ang institusyon ang dapat niyong panoorin. If you want to start a business, if you want to learn anything about any business, any field, ganyan. Kasi specialized to partner eh. We have episodes for beauty and fashion. We have episodes for entertainment. We have episodes for food. Diba? Kahit ano pang negosyo ang gusto niyong i-start, meron kayong mahanap na subject dito sa Entrep Academy.
And dito sa show na to, talagang ang interview naman dito sa mga ating professors ay talagang paano ba itayo or
Yes.
ano ba talagang ginagawa nila sa mismong negosyong yon, no? So kung kunyari pagpo-poultry, paano ba sisimulan, ano ba yung mga kailangan tingnan, as in yun ang focus po ng show. Talagang parang matututo ka talaga tungkol sa negosyong yon.
Oh, in-depth talaga, partner. Para kang nag-enroll. Ganon.
Oo. Kaya siya naging Entrep Academy. So
Oo.
yan.
It's every
Yan
Friday
po yung
pala,
mga
partner,
shows
at
na.
7 p.m.
Ay,
Entrep
yes. Oo
Academy.
nga pala.
Yes. It's
Entrep
every
Academy
Friday
is every
at 7
Friday.
p.m. Yan.
So as for our COVID updates naman po, ang sitwasyon ng bansa natin ngayong araw na ito as of yesterday, no? Total nationwide cases na po natin ay nasa 1,391,911. Almost 1.4 na po essentially. Ang dami ng bagong cases natin ay bumaba, nasa 6,871 as compared to last week, no? And ang active cases natin medyo bumaba na din, nasa 53,447. No? So, yan po ay galing sa doh.gov.ph COVID-19 tracker.
Oh, partner, but it doesn't mean we have to be we can be complacent na
Right.
and
Oo.
mag-relax kasi dumadami ang variants. Yung yung Delta, bigla nilang Delta plus na siya
Right.
ngayon, 'di ba? So it
Oo.
doesn't mean na medyo kumonte yung numbers of new cases, pwede na tayong mag-relax. Baka nga kaya lang mababa dahil konti lang yung results na nakuha for this day, 'di ba? So yun, let's be vigilant pa rin.
Umiwas pa rin tayo. We still take care of our yung mga galaw natin. Huwag kakalimutan yung mask kahit na
Yes.
bakunado na po kayo.
Right, oo. Magandang reminder yan.
So yun, good afternoon din sa ating mga viewers ngayon. Our 4,000 viewers ba? And of course, doon sa mga viewers natin na manunood ng replays, hello po
Yes.
sa inyo. Kamusta? We hope you are okay. No? And that you learn something from today's episode.
Oo.
And
mga ka-entreps naman natin, partner, na may mga negosyo na gustong ikwento ang kanilang storya to inspire others as well. Or gusto lang nila talagang maibida ang kanilang negosyo. Nandito ang EntrepRadio para maging platform for that. So, ang gagawin niyo lang po is to message us. And we have actually guested mga ka-entreps natin nag-message
Several
sa
na.
ating page. Oo. Ayan.
so,
So,
share
yun.
na po natin ang kwento nila.
Yes.
Challenges and successes. Okay, go ahead, partner.
Ayun, shout out sa ating CVAP family and sa CVA gamers na laging present sila every Sunday eh. Nandiyan nga si Moises eh.
Oo.
Diba?
Oo, yan. Gamer na gamer po yan, mga kaibigan. And we will proceed to our show. We'll be right back. So mga ka-entreps, we encourage you to interact with us by asking your questions in the comments section. No? So just type away mga ka-entreps kung meron kayong gustong ipahabol, idagdag, i-share. No? Tinatanggap po namin yung comments nyo. Katulad po nitong comment from Miss Weng. our
Hello, Miss Wena.
Entrepreneur World host. No?
Oh,
Good
I was gonna say nga,
morning.
the Entrepreneur World is here. Di ba?
Yes, di ba? Good morning po. Ay, hindi. Nandito na pala. No? Tama po ba, Ms. Weng? Good afternoon na rin pala sa inyo. Yan.
Good afternoon, Miss
tayo.
Wena. Ayan.
So,
So, I think it's about time, no, na we bring out our very handsome, our very, alluring to for the, Laika community, very favorite talaga nila to. So, let's bring out our famous Mr. Entropedia, Mr. Che.
EntrepRadio Online.
Excited.
Sorry, natawa ako. Mr. Chase Lemon.
Hello.
Hey. Good morning
Yun
and
tayo.
great day mga ka-entreps.
Yun
Hey,
tayo.
Sir Rene, Miss Faith.
Hey, Chase. How are you? Kamusta?
Chase.
Ayos ka?
Fine. Thank you guys for having me on this show. Linggo-linggo. Hindi ka nagkasawa sa akin. I love it. Alright, so mga ka-entreps, great day. This is Mr. Entrepedia with a new set of informative and useful tips, especially for our fellow entrepreneurs, our Entrepedia. Now, what is Entrepedia? It is a collection of information or data that is useful and helpful to the modern entrepreneur. Or sa Tagalog, ito po ay mga koleksyon ng impormasyon o data na nakakatulong o kapakipakinabang sa mga makabagong negosyante. That's our
True.
Entrepedia, mga ka-entreps. Great day, Sir Rene and Miss Faith.
Ayan. So actually,
Yun
no,
tayo.
partner, we will have 3 Entrepedia tips throughout the show. So spread out evenly yan. So we will have now and then later on in the show. So mga ka-entreps, hintayin nyo mga tips na ibibigay ni Chase kasi this will be very useful, very informative at magagamit nyo sa inyong negosyo. So jot it down.
Thank you, Miss Faith. Excuse me. Okay, so what could make a successful wholesale distribution business now and beyond? Attributes such as good inventory handling and excellent relationships with customers still stand. However, using technology to provide ease and convenience is now the new norm. If you run a wholesale distribution business, you know that order volumes are huge and need to be fulfilled as soon as possible. This means that your own back-end system for inventory control must be foolproof. By building into your business those features that give your customers the convenience they want, you can ensure long-term success. So, for this episode's Entrepedia Tips, we will be sharing 3 tips for running a wholesale distribution business. Let's proceed to our first Entrepedia tip. Number 1, considering automation. You can use inventory management software to synchronize all your orders across wholesale and retail channels. Software products can also track the status of each order until delivery, returns, and replacements. For example, you may receive an order for 100 products outside of business hours, driving your inventory levels very low. If you were to set reorder levels and lead times for each of your products, your inventory management system can automatically send out a purchase order to your vendors. And that was our first Entrepedia tip, considering automation.
Yun, no? So, Chase, the usual question, what is your take on considering automation?
Yes, automation, something that is very near and dear to my heart. Being a developer of RPA myself, or robotic process automation, I do find this very alluring because what automation does for you as a business is it lessens your exposure to human mistakes because more people, especially in a business like this where you're taking stock of a lot of things, it's very repetitive, right? So you're gonna need a lot of people to manually do this from the initial stages. So if you were to automate this, you will be less prone to human mistakes, especially with those highly repetitive and frankly boring tasks. Apart from that, there's also the faster turnaround time because what's faster than a computer these days, right? I mean, if we were to manually categorize or identify requests from certain clients or whatnot, if we were to have people for that, pretty much the same deal. It's gonna take a while for them to follow through a certain process to get through that. But if we were to automate this, it would probably take shorter time. Therefore, more business for you. and more better predictions for your business decisions in the future. And with these automations, you'd also need less people for these repetitive tasks. So less people means less expenses. Apart from that, you can also allocate, if ever, you can allocate those people instead of doing those repetitive tasks. You can encourage them to partake in, say, trainings that can help influence certain business decisions. Give more brain power, like brainstorming towards a certain angle that you want to lead your distribution business towards. And with the technology today, automation also leaves a lot of open possibilities for upgrades and technological innovations with the right businesses that you can work with. Yeah, so that's a lot of benefits to getting stuff automated, especially for those really, really repetitive tasks. I've seen way too many of those. Okay. It's boring. Anyway, those are my thoughts.
Mag-share din ako sana, kaso na lang, Chase, can you share it in Tagalog?
In lagi naman Tagalog. Ano naman Tagalog? I should do research on these. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, yun na nga, no? So sabi nga ni Chase, essentially, ang automation kasi, parang gagawin mo ng automatic ang mga process nyo, no? Sa inyong negosyo. Pag nagbenta kayo, automatic mababawasan ng inventory. Yung mga tipong ganun. May bumili sa inyo, automatic na mag-follow up, magpapadala ng survey doon sa mga kliyente nyo, no? Kamusta naman po ba ang service namin? Natanggap nyo ba ng maayos? Natanggap nyo ba ng mabilis? No? So yung mga tipong ganung automation na kung gagawin nyo kasi mano-mano, meaning manual po, no?
Manual.
Matagal at saka minsan makakalimutan nyo, meron kayong hindi makikita. So with automation, usually po software ito, no? Kung ano po yung ginagamit nyo pang benta na software, kunyari let's just say nasa Lazada kayo or nasa Shopee or nasa let's just say Shopify, yan. May mga tools po doon na magagamit nyo para din na ma-remind kayo, mapaalala, mapadali ang trabaho. Like kunyari, meron kayong 100 pieces ng ganitong item, tapos sinet nyo kasi ang delivery time niya medyo bago umabot sa inyo yung stocks nyo. No? Kunyari, nagre-resell kayo. 1 buwan ang dating niya. So, ang computation nyo, nakakabenta ako mga 20 nito sa 1 buwan. So, sabihin natin, dapat pag umabot ng 20 na lang, o 20 units na lang ang natitira sa inventory nyo, papaalala kayo na kailangan nyo nang bumili ulit. No, yun yung tinatawag nating reorder level, no. So pag sinet nyo po yun, 20 na lang, nabenta nyo na yung 80, 20 na lang natira. Time to buy na po ulit, restock na po kayo, no? Kasi it will take about 1 month bago mabenta yung 20 na yon, and it will take 1 month bago dumating yung replenishment stocks nyo. No? So that's a sample lang po ng automation. Marami pa pong samples yan. No? So ako na lang po yung nagtagalog kasi si Chase po galing Alaska po yan. No? Kasi Alaskado lagi sa amin. Anyway, so
the favorite
i-share
question.
na rin po natin ang comment ni Yok Bacarisas. No? It's time to say goodbye. Uy, meron tayong plugging po. Oo nga, tama. Sa ating dating Pangulong Simeon Aquino or si Presidente Noynoy. No?
Yes, of course.
Rest in peace po. Sana
rest in peace.
Nanonood siya. So yeah, no, sa kanyang pamilya din, nagpapabot din kami ng aming condolences and sympathies. No? So yun po. Kulang pa tayo ngayon ng isang ka-partner. Sana nakabalik na siya. Partner, are you there? Ayan, okay.
Hello.
Ikaw, partner, ano bang masishare mo?
Yes, on
About
automation.
I agree.
On automation.
I agree. Kasi I mean, it's always better to automate your business. Actually, kahit yung pag-autopilot ng business mo, it will give you a lot more freedom with your time. Diba? So that's why you really have to understand automation, especially kung ang business mo ay yung mga buy and sell products or you are manufacturing products, diba? So automation would be the best way to go. Kasi syempre, the more time you have, the more free time you have, the more time you can think about how to improve your business and how to, do innovations that can help to grow your business then, diba?
Also, more free time for yourself, if you know what I mean. Milk tea.
Right.
Yun, tama. Galing. Ganda ng iyong pahabol ng comment, no? Milk tea. Okay, so thank you, Chase, for sharing
Thank you,
that.
Chase. See you again.
EntrepRadio natin. We'll
Two more,
see you
guys.
again later.
Yep.
See
Catch
you,
you in a bit.
Chase. So yan, partner.
It's about time to bring out our stinger, partner.
Our stinger is missing, no? So,
Missing.
ito na lang.
Sige.
EntrepRadio Online.
So, mga ka-entreps. Sige, partner.
Yes, ito na nga, partner. We are going to welcome our guest for this afternoon. Nakasama natin sa MSME Caravan. He's a favorite facilitator, ha? Talagang makikita mo yung engagement kapag siya ang nagdi-discuss. Siyempre, together with my favorite partner in the world, Rene Toralba. Diba? So, isa lang pala yung partner ko. Okay. So, ayan, he's our fellow MSME Caravan facilitator, and he is the founder and CEO of Balangay Trading Corporation. Ayan, he is into coffee beans and charcoal briquette business, and he's a distributor. Kaya nga distribution ang pinag-uusapan natin today, partner.
So guys, mga ka-entreps, let us welcome Mr. Winston Binauhan.
Hello,
Hello, good
good afternoon mga ka-entrep.
afternoon, Sir
Hello.
Winston.
Thank you.
Sir Winston, itaas natin yung mic.
Ayun.
Yan.
Thank you. So, it's medyo maganda yung pagka-welcome. So, thank you so much. Happy to be
Welcome,
here.
sir.
Ayan
Welcome,
tayo.
sir, to EntrepRadio.
So yun, no? So Sir Winston, simulan na po natin ang ating tanong, no? Para makilala kayo ng ating mga ka-entreps. Sino po ba si Winston Binauhan and ano po ba ang negosyo niya?
So, hi, I'm Winston Binauhan, the owner and founder of Balangay Trading Company. So, we're in the business of providing the best and the quality products. So, local Filipino products that are available to your doorstep. So, nag-start yung business model namin way back 2013. So, just to cut the story short, hindi pa po uso ang dropshipping. Wala pa po yung mga bigger brand, Shopee, Lazada. We are already pushing dropshipping. It's all called brand box business model. So, we started selling coffee beans back then. So, our brand before is coffee beans, the Northern Taste Coffee Company. So, ang promise namin noon is I think no one has ever has the balls to say it before is that freshly roasted, next day delivery, vacuum pressure. So at the same time, that ito yung commitment time, service guarantee for every beans that we sell. So that money back guarantee. It's a roast to order business. So yun yung doon kami nag-umpisa. So we partnered with one of the best coffee roasters. It's a trade secret where we'll be able to get them, and we have a pool of networks of farmers that we were able to help back then. And as in, alam nyo, there were a time in Manila na sold out at coffee beans, and we are moving roughly around 1 to 2 tons of coffee beans per month. And then we slowed down, and now we're going back again to the game. And now we're selling which is something new. Alam ko, this is very common to a lot of people, which is yung uling. It's called magandang uling. So parang, magandang uling. So, pero itong magandang uling nito, mas maganda pa sa ex mo, mas hot pa sa ex mo, at mas tumatagal pa sa ex mo. So, ganun siya kaganda. And it will
Ang uling na may hugot.
Yes, ang uling na may ugot. So, kung ang ex mo hindi tumatagal ng 3 to 5 hours, ito tumatagal. Hot na hot pa siya by then. And this is a very, interesting product then. It's been with us for quite some time. And we're happy that we're adding more products as time goes by. But for now, we're pushing for the Coffee Beans Depot, our brand, for the artisan coffee beans. It's a roast order business, by the way, guys. And ito aming magandang uling. Sigurado hindi kayo yung papayagay na expo. It's sobrang ganda.
Speaking of Sir Winston, magandang uling. Meron lang tayong quick video dito na ipapakita sa ating mga ka-entreps, no? Para makita nila ano ba yung magandang uling na to.
Sige po.
Yun, no? So,
Partner,
nakita
alam mo ba
natin
yun?
yung...
Tawang-tawa talaga ako dun sa Tawang-tawa talaga ako dun sa uling na mas maganda pa sa ex mo. Hindi ko kaya. Kailangan kong sabihin yun.
Uling pa lang, talo na ex mo, no? Grabe.
Oo. Grabe yung uling na may hugot.
Yes, ito po yung uling na may hugot. So, yung po siya. So, we came up with this idea kasi ang uling kasi sa Pilipinas, hindi naman po kasi pinapansin siya. And just to give you some quick factoids lang about bricketing business.
Ay, teka. Sir Winston, pa-adjust po ulit ng mic. Sorry.
Ay, sorry. So, to give you a background about charcoal briquettes po kasi, it's been existing during the time pa ng 1990s. It was a technology developed by the DOST to offset the need in the business area ng mga cocoa farmers. Sad to say is that hindi siya sumikat until now. So, ngayon, slowly nag-emerging siya ngayon kasi nagsulputan po yung mga sanggipsal. So, they were looking for an alternative solution to existing natin na uling. Meron nga kaming nirelease na advertisement. Sabi namin, we launch it parang February 14. So, para sakto yung launching. So, sawa na ba kayo sa inyong murang uling? Madaling maubos, madaling maabo, laging basa, hindi consistent yung init. Well, ito na yung sagot dyan. Ito na yung sagot dyan. Mas maganda pa sa ex mo, mas tumatagal pa sa ex mo, at mas consistent yung hotness niya. So, ito na yung magandang uling. So,
mas hot pa sa ex mo. Iba talaga. Hindi ko kaya.
There's true and fun about that is that itong idea na brand ng magandang uling kasi nag-start ito sa wife ko. I was pitching her the idea of uling. He doesn't like the the uling kasi who would like to invest in fuel. Sabi ko sa kanya, okay, here's the thing about this. Bigyan mo ka ng 1 kilo ng uling mo, it will burn for 30 minutes. Ubus na yung abo na yan. At hindi pa luto yung niluluto mo. Sabi ko, bigyan kita ng uling ko, nating kilo. Nakapagluto ka na, nakapagsaing ka na, nakapag-ihaw ka na. Pwede mo paggamitin mo, mag-plancha kung gusto mo. Kung gusto mo magpausok, mag-insenso, kung ano man, magagamit pa. Kasi it lasts for a long time. And that saving alone is significantly important for every entrepreneur. Sige, at tawag niyo sa akin, ano pa pangalan mo dyan, Daddy? Sabi ko, let's make it simple. I don't know, sabi ko, magic briquette. Sabi niya, ganito na lang, magandang uling. Sabi ko, sakto, magandang uling. So pag may naganap ng uling, anong pabiling uling? Anong gusto mong uling? Ito, yung magandang uling. So lalabas yung magandang uling. So that's why we call it magandang uling. So the reason why we come up with a brand like this, na magandang uling, that meron ang sasabi nga naming niche market. So, I just tried to tell you why the Balangay trading is interested in niche market. Niche market kasi is no one wants to serve. Everyone wants to make friendly, so you're very critical talaga. But we notice about starting yung coffee beans depot namin na before is that people are paying premium for this kind of products. They will pay an arm and a leg just to have this because this is a specific problem and there is an alternate market for fueling, which is charcoal. So just to give you an insight how big is that market. By 2030, the size of the market in charcoal alone will be around 60 billion siya. And
ganun kalaki, no?
Ganun kalaki siya. And roughly annually, the average turnover is we look at 10 million pa lang. And most of our charcoal briquettes ginagawa natin sa Pilipinas are being exported to the West. Imagine yun. It's being exported right to the West and we are not having to experience it. And yung magandang uling, we could say na we having customer reviews and sabi niya, uy, sir, gusto ko yung uling mo kasi ang tagal talaga. Alam mo, nag-smoke ako ng meat, 2 salang lang, okay na siya. And that's the beauty of it. And it's environment friendly. Versus kasi sa mga lamp charcoal, you will say na you would refuse lamp charcoal, is good, better one. There's no problem with lamp charcoal. It's just that in the Philippines, that it's not scientifically used.
Itong charcoal briquette kasi is manufactured siya. It's made from 100% cocoa charcoal shell. So, it makes it more economical din at the same time. So, example. So, saan magaling to? So, 2020 SDK. Yung mga ginagamit ng charcoal briquette, ang residue, o basura doon ng mga kopratan. Yung mga kopratan po natin, mga kopratan natin.
Teka, Sir Winston, balikan natin ha. Kabilang kamay. Kabilang mic.
Kabilang mic.
Yeah. Oh.
Ayan, better?
Yeah, nahuli niyo. Okay. Yes.
I'm so sorry, Rene. Medyo, when I'm hyped up, sobrang kalimutan ko na yan. So, I'm sorry.
Tuloy lang.
So, yun nga. So, the product is made from basura lang talaga siya sa mga koprasan. So, yung mga koprasan, tinatapon nila yan. We turn them to actual charcoal. And then, we powder them. And turn it into this huge, alam mo yung pag nag-play ka ng Play-Doh, yun yung lumalabas. So,
right.
makikita yung buo siya na parang hexagonal shape siya. So, doon siya lumalabas. Sobrang tigas niya. The amount of moisture it has is, versus the ordinary lamp charcoal is 5% lang. 5% lang yun. Sobrang tuyo niya. Sobrang tigas niya. So, that's why it produces good amount of heat at the same time. So, question. Siguro you will ask who are clients, who is our market, wala nang bibili niya, napahal-mahal. The good thing about it is that it's an emerging market right now. Kung marami pa rin kasi sabi na okay yung ulong na dati, there's been studies shown na decreasing na po siya. With the current GNR regulations kasi sooner or later ma-phase out na siya. Kasi sobrang higpit po talaga ng DNR to conserve trees. So we really have to also protect our environment pati. So the good thing about lamp charcoal is that consistent siya. All year round, lagi kang supply, lagi mo kumukuha. And just to give you how big is that market and why we are serving it, yung isang ihawan po ng lechonan, ng manok, pwede po yan umubos ng 3 hanggang 5 sako na ordinary pudding kada linggo.
Kada linggo. Okay.
Kada linggo po yun.
Pero alam mo, I have to say, yung uling, yung magandang uling, well, literally maganda siya. It's not your, literally yung aesthetics niya. Kasi it's not your regular uling na, irregular yung sizes, di ba? Para siyang ice cube na itim, di ba? Ang ganda ng itsura niya. Parang, uniform yung itsura nila. Di ba?
Totoo po yun, ma'am. Kasi the good thing about our charcoal briquette kasi is cut into measurement po yun. So it's measured at 3 by 2 yung size niya. So at the same time, average weight niya is around 600 grams. So it will be around 100 grams per piece. That 100 grams per piece, pag sinala mo yan sa apoy, I could attest, and I could even give you Miss Faith if you will buy charcoal from me. Money back guarantee. Nakapaglaba ka na, tapos na yung show mo dito, may backup.
Wow! Ganun siya ka-hot.
Ganun siya katagal.
Ganun siya katagal.
Matagal siya talaga.
Pero Sir Winston, how did you start with this business? I know you're a serial entrepreneur. I mean, I've seen you have other businesses other than this. But how did you start actually? From, ano bang nauna? Is it your coffee business or is it your uling? Or is there any other business that you started with?
Well, before ako napunta sa distribution, I started sa events management. Doon ako nag-start. And I have this office mate of mine before. We're working sa isang IT distribution. Very fresh graduate pa ako. Sabi niya, alam mo, Winston, magaling ka eh. Pero kailangan mo ma-realize, Winston, ngayon pala, pag nagtrabaho ka, hindi ka yayaman. Hindi ka upundan. Kasi every month, fix yung income mo. Mag-negosyo ka kasi for sure, marami kang makikilala, lalaki yung mo, at buunlad ka. And doon nag-start yung curiosity ko. That's why I started before. Hindi pa distribution yun eh. Events management. Nag-events management ako. And nakita ko, maganda nga siya. Pero events management wasn't for me. Time goes by, yung wife ko naman was doing dropshipping na noon. Way back 2008. And okay to ako. Pinagawa ng misis ko So, I tried it, pero may something missing. There's something missing with all those things, which drives you to start kang something. The reason for being ng isang negosyo. All of those business kasi wanted to build sa idea na tumulong. Ang concept ng photo business ko to Sir Rene, Spade siya. A business exists po kasi because you want to solve a problem. A business exists because there has to be a problem to be solved. And all the profit you gain are the incentive or blessings that you get from helping other people. And yun yung driving force on that. So, going back dun sa coffee beans, from 2013, nawalan ako ng work. So, ito na siguro yung calling ni God. Sige, try mo natin mag-negosyo. So, nakita ko yung opportunity sa kape. Nag-start yung coffee business kasi, na-assign ako sa Norte. So, nakita ko isang pack ng kape, isang warehouse ng kape. At may roasting facility doon. Yung chinek ko yung kape or what. And, ganda. So, kaya ko si Ali, kamusta yung movement dito? Ilan yung at lang, 1 kilo, 2 kilo. Talaga, bakit? Kasi alam ko na lang, gusto yung content. Come back to Manila, past back 2013, sabi ko, sayang yun eh. Marami naghahanap na. Sabi ko, nag-pitch ako ng ideas owner. Sabi ko, ma'am, ano pa yun? May dala pa ako notebook noon, maliit pa ako noon, parang bata pa ako. Like 25 years old na ako. So, ko 16. I-move ko product ni ma'am. Online, i-event ako. Sulit.com pa lang, wala pa ng ice dito. Kaya, ba't pa naman i-move? Anong gusto mo? Ilagaw ko ng tonelada. Ma'am, di pa ako tonelada. Kilo lang po.
Sir Winston, sorry to cut you, Sir Winston. Medyo mahina po ulit yung audio ninyo.
Ay, I'm sorry, ayan.
Hindi masyadong marinig ng ating mga viewers. Ayan.
Yeah, so,
yes.
Yun, so
sabi
ko, kilo lang muna, sir. Kilo? Ano ba yan? Ayok makipag-partner sa'yo. Sabi ko, ganyan. Tonelada ang usapan natin dito, iho. Ganto yan. Sabi ko, sir, bigyan niyo lang akong pagkakataon. Magkano ba ang pera mo? Ganto. Sir, wala pa akong pera eh. Anong gagawin? Paano ako magde-negosyo? Ganyan. Sabi ko, sir, ang mabibigay ko lang sa inyo, pangalan ko. Winston Binauhan po. Bibigyan ko kayo ng order. Ang hinihingi ko lang po sa inyo ganito. Every time na may order ako, bigyan nyo ako ng bagong roast na kape. Babayaran ko siya. Then ipadala nyo po to sa ganito. May mag-pick up po ng ganitong oras sa inyo. And then, fast track, a week after, I was moving. The first transaction, I was get 3 kilo. Sobrang saya ko na 3 kilo yun. And masaya na yung kasi nakapag-move. Okay na. Then dumami na dumami. And that was the fundamental ng dropshipping ko. Yung na-exercise natin ngayong mga tao dropshipping. Ako, brick and mortar pa. I will call a courier. I will call the facility, book everything all together, synchronize it. Sabi nga kanina ni Stephen, system. Walang system noon. Ako yung system. So, mag-book order dyan, move yun sa lahat. And that's why I was able to pull up mano-mano, and naging roast order business siya. During that time, ako lang gumagawa noon, and it never fails. Dumadating pa nga, pagbukas ng kasi medyo embossed pa siya, kasi ang dami pang gas. And they were very happy about it. Doon siya nag-start. So, key learning there is that I put value first to the customer. Gusto mo ng fresh, gusto mo ng bago, I'll provide that. I'm not into the money game actually back then. Ang gusto ko lang was to change gusto ko lang tulungan yung facility yun kasi wala siyang move na kape for 1 month. So I was able to help him. I was able to help a customer and I was gaining and doon nag-start yung pagiging distributor ko. So yun yung naging mantra namin. Really more about pushing the best. And in like in 6 months, we were able to move. They were very happy. They were moving 1 ton per month. And we were able to get a good credit line from him. For just moving.
Malaki talaga yung difference ng freshly roast coffee as compared to dun sa malaking difference nun. Aroma pa lang, 'di ba? Malaki na yung difference. Pero partner, before ko itanong yung susunod na tanong kay Sir Winston, mag-hello muna ako sa mama ko na nanonood ngayon. Hi mama.
Hello po.
Minsan lang manood ng live yan si mama. So, hello mama. Hi.
Kamusta po kayo?
O
Hi,
baka
sa
gusto niyo po ng
napakagandang,
kape.
oo, gusto mong kape, ma'am. Bawal po sa kanya.
Ang bait po ng anak nyo.
Opo, sobrang bait po. Yan, sa napakagandang si Esper Pastrana. Hello, mama. Ayan.
Comment
So,
naman po kayo. Mabait ba po ba nung
wag
bata si
na, baka
Floyd?
ano pang sabihin ni mama. Wag
Pwede
kang
nyo po
mag-comment,
ilaglag sa
ha?
show. Okay lang po.
Ma, please. I love you, ma. Wag kang mag-comment, please. So, ayun. Itatanong ko, Sir Winston, anong role ng ano, kasi 'di ba yung mga business, sometimes it's good to have a family business na you all work together. Ano pong role ni wifey sa business?
Well, actually, to be honest with you, siya yung pinaka-backbone, siya yung admin ng whole business. Ako as a visionary, siya yung accounting, siya yung purchasing, tapos siya din yung, siya na rin yung secretary ko at the same time.
Admin.
So, yeah, so my role, I mean, how we separate it is sales and marketing falls under me. The whole operations and backend falls into her office. So we're running the business 2-man team. I mean, just to share with you, we're just a 2-man team back then, and we're moving this much. And it's really helped when you have parang nagiging parang tandem kayo ng misis nyo. It helps a lot.
Tama.
And imagine magugulat na lang ako after one meeting, he was able to book 2 more meetings for a client call agad on the same day.
Wow.
Pero at the same time, he's also booking orders and purchase orders na I was able to get. And ganun kami ka-efficient. Wala pa yung mga ERP ngayon. So, yeah, that's yung role niya.
Ang ganda ng tandem nyo, no?
Yeah, I'm very thankful to her about it. Kasi without her, actually, the Taste Coffee Company before, that's the old name, will not be having the name that we have now. And it's not just about me. It's really about our teamwork as a couple then.
Oo. Totoo nga, di ba, na every successful man has, a good
successful woman behind him.
Hindi, ayan, naguguluhan ako. Kasi mama ko nanonood
The
na
early
naman.
bird. The early bird.
Every successful
Catches the
man has
early
a
worm.
woman behind him, di ba? Ganon.
Yes po. And he really played a vital role in the operation as well. And not if you will be able to read articles about us, most of the time is na-highlight ako. But no, it's actually a 2-man team effort talaga. That's why what drives the brand as now. So yun siya, then that's how we started. And now, medyo fast track, we slow down. That's my wife. So it's a very supportive wife actually about our distribution model. Actually, sometimes siya pa yung siya yung unang critic ng team. We never
Magka-height lang pala kayo, no, sir?
all good things comes in small packages.
Magaling.
Parang ang tangkad ni Sir Winston, no?
Yes.
Ito pa po, meron pa.
Ay, oo, ang tangkad niya.
Yeah, ito rin na-feature kami sa Shopify by Globe. This is, I think that's 2014 or 2015. Na-feature kasi kami dahil nga sobrang bilis ng traction namin back then with and until now we have a good traction to the market. So they're looking for entrepreneurs who will migrate it. We did migrate to Shopify, and sabi nga ni Stephen is automation is the key. Yes. Before everyone else, we were already doing automation back then. So we're accepting, before pa nga yung payment gateway ngayon, we are accepting na PayPal, credit cards, everything is automated na. Kasi dalawa lang naman kami. So we automate everything. So seamless yung transaction lahat. And
eto po, Sir Winston.
Yes po. Ayan. Yan yung paborito. That was my first car. Mukhang hoodlum, no? Pero this is my favorite car. Medyo sumakabilang buhay na yung coaching yan. Pero this is one of the best. It's a 1974
Ang lakas maka-70s ng picture.
Yeah, because it's a 1974 Toyota Corona. So, 1970s mo talaga siya.
Okay.
So,
ano yun going with the image of the picture. May setting eh.
Yes. So yun po. That's who we are. That's how we started, and now we're moving to other businesses.
Kamusta naman po ngayon, Sir Winston, yung di ba nga dumaan ng pandemic, paano po ang mga struggles na dinaanan nyo? Paano po ba nyo na overcome yung mga ito?
Well, sa negosyo, we could say that we're ahead of the curve from everyone. Like I said, we started the business 2013. The brown box business model, which is now known as a drop shipping model.
Shipping. Mm-hmm.
Is ngayon pa lang nagbo-boom. We're doing it ahead of everyone. The e-payments and gateway, we're doing it, and so I think we as a business is well adapted and ready for this kind of pandemic. Kasi we set up all the systems automated. The only downside lang is that we cannot hold on to the idea na next day delivery. Kasi because of the restrictions or what, but we still, the same level of quality is still there. Sabi nga ni Stephen is that certain inventory level is being managed. Yes, we do that. Well, actually, we're also ahead of everyone. We have our own system to actually manage everyone's clients' inventory. We're not managing our own. We're managing everyone's inventory. And that's one of the key success stories of the Balangay trading, one of our trade secrets. I mean, not trade secrets, but one of our signature. Everyone in the supply chain is managing inventory nila. Kami lang po yata ang startup distributor who manage clients' inventory. For charcoal, for example, alone, that we're handling right now around 20 managed accounts. Their inventory is managed by us. So it's being closely monitored, run rate nila or what. And if there are any changes in, for example, weather or what, we're the one who's in charge of it. So everything is on top of it. And the learning here sa magandang uling was taken from the prior product na the Northern Taste Coffee. Yun yung brainchild namin. Before, just to share with you, we are funding startup cafes. Just for you to know, that's one of our advocates din kasi. For example, Miss Faith, gusto mo magtayo ng coffee shop or what? Sige, tell me about it. Pitch me something. So, kailangan ko ng coffee bean. Sige, I'll throw you this much. You don't pay it now. Pay me on these terms. And that's how we supported we are. And at the same time is that we manage their inventory. And just to share to you is that we have an unwritten rule. We value, wala kami, most of the Northern Taste, wala kami documentation about kontrata. Like me, like I said to you yung story how we started, I only have my name. So, example sa Miss Faith, ganito ganyan, the only thing that I have from you is your name. So, huwag mo siya sisirain. I'll give you this, nag-usap tayo, and this is what I will give to you. Ganun lang. Nothing more, nothing less. Just keep your promise na ito yung gagawin mo. And
Trust talaga. Trust
talaga. Wala pa po nung ng mga reviews. Nagpauso na po kami ng reviews na ganyan po dapat ang magnegosyo. You just have to put value and be a good neighbor to your neighbor, di ba?
Oo. Sir Winston, tatanong ko pala, so, simula ba pagkabata, did you feel na gusto mong magnegosyo? Parang may konting hint na parang kunwari, nung nag-aaral ka ba, did you start by buying and selling products to your classmates? May ganun ba?
Well, actually, ma'am, no. Yung first aspiration ko, most of my dreams ng bata ko, hindi siya natupad. Number one goal ko kasi I want to be a doctor. So, hindi siya natupad. So, siguro, one of the key reasons bakit naging sa buying and selling kasi I was raised and born sa mahirap na pamilya talaga. My family is a farmer and agricultural trader po talaga kami. Yung family background ko. So, we plant fruits and vegetables and we sell it. Then, as a very young age, parang 6 years old, taong tindahan na ako. So, kung mapapansin mo, Sir Rene, very, sa congeniality, very free-flowing lang ako. At a very young age, kausap ko yung mga tambay or what.
Sales pala talaga, sir.
Sales talaga. And, ang tawag dito, I'll be doing inventory ng tindahan namin. Even nga, there comes a time, ewan ko, nanood nanay ko or what, yung mga pamilya ko, is that, fiestahan nun, just to share lang, fiestahan nun, may gin bilog. Halos nauubos siya, yung dalawang kahon ko, naubos na agad ng isang oras lang. Sabi ko, hindi po pwede. Kasi lugi ako kasi hindi ako bibigyan ng ganansya ni mama. Sabi ko, ganyan. So, first 30 minutes, may bumili. Plus 10. Ubus na naman. Sige, next ulit.
Okay.
Next, ginawa ko plus 20. Ubus na naman. Sabi ko, okay, palta na natin. Plus 50. In that same day, na-realize ko, so pwede pala ako negosyo. So, at in sobrang, my mom was so happy about it. So, doon ko nakuha siguro sa kanya. It was an early training for me. Pero it wasn't really my aspiration. Siguro due to, what they call this, drive by circumstances. Kasi nag-apply din ako ng college. Hindi ko rin, wala nang choice eh. I cannot be a doctor. Wala akong pre-med, hindi ako maano. Kasi mahirap lang talaga kami. So, sige, ito na lang. Hindi mo na ako magaling sa math. Hindi mo na ako magaling sa mag-engineering. Kasi kung marketing na lang ako, kasi mukhang social naman eh. Paano. Then na-realize ko, mukhang social, yung marketing manager pagkatapos ko. So, I was trained there. So, na-harness yung pagiging market sensitive ko. Kasi sa school, every month may marketing study. Kailangan i-submit. Bibigyan ka ng studies, sasagutin mo or what. So, doon nahasa. So, siguro doon nahasa yung pagiging marketing ko and slowly na-develop yung training ko ng bata plus yun. So, it turns out to be na maging kanto siya. And slowly, naging lifelong calling ko yung pagpupunta sa tao using business. Kaya nga, sir, if you go sa MSME, I always say na hindi ako yung trending na tao. Ay, magnegosyo ka, ganito yan. Sabay-sabay tayo yayaman, ganito. Hindi ganun. I give them real talk. Sabi ko, magkano bang pera mo? Anong kaya mong gawin? Focus ka muna doon. Kasi, ganun din experience ko eh. I don't have anything in life. So, I just have to make use of what I have. So, ganun sa negosyo. You cannot really push things that is not within you. So, like I shared earlier, sabi ko na sa inyo, I only have my name. My name lang.
Tama.
Just to offer to this supplier of mine. I will never fail because you have my name on it. And you have my word on it. Yun. So, yun po siya.
Integrity. Integrity talaga. Yeah. Siyempre, pag magninegosyo ka, you need integrity. You have to have integrity. Diba?
Yeah.
Kailan nyo bale exactly or kailan nyo na-realize na magiging entrepreneur na talaga ako? Ito na hindi, kalimutan ko na yung, yun nga, na-realize mo na mukhang mahirapan maging doktor. Then, dun ba, nung after naging marketing ka, sabi mo, mukhang nabasa ko na yung yung merkado, no? Alam ko na ano bang gumagalaw. Kaya kong magbenta. Parang ganun?
Hindi po. Pumasok muna sa corporate world for from 2017 to 2013. Pumasok muna ako sa corporate world. So, kasi nung bata ako, sabi ko, hindi na ako maging doktor. Sige, try ko ng corporate world. So, meron mga signs eh. Sabi ko, magaling ako sa negosyo, hindi ako, nag-aaway kami lagi ng boss ko kasi yung approach ko sa market, iba.
Iba,
tayo ka na lang ng negosyo mo. Ayan, mag-resign
kontra ka ng kontra.
So, yun. So, after a few years in the industry, so, I was part of different industry kasi. So, marami akong natutunan sa kanila. Then, na-realize ko, nagkaroon na ako ng anak kasi. So, nawala na akong time. So, naisip ko, eto na lang, magnegosyo na lang ako. And it was a driving force for me to go back to my roots and go back to share these things. And na-realize ko, business is the really way to go. Kasi you have your luxury of time, walang magagalit sa'yo. So, at the same time,
you are your own boss, you know?
Yeah, and at the same time, you are helping people. I got tired na rin kasi 8 to 5 work na alam mo, papasok ka, tapos in the end of the day, tama yung sinabi ko ng friend ko yun eh. Actually, his name is Ray Panganiban. I think he's watching right now. Sabi niya is that hindi ka yaman sa office eh. In a whole year, fix lang yung income mo. Sabi natin, annual revenue mo lang is 500,000. 500,000 gross pa yun. In a negosyo, pwede mo pang maging 1.5 yun. In 2F. And that is something that interests me. With my family right now is there, and I really want more freedom of my time. It really interests me to set up my own. And distribution was the right fit for me.
Pero Sir Winston, sino sa palagay mo? Nakwento mo na yung story mo before, nung bata ka pa. Ang cute nga eh. Yung, ginagawa
Nakita
ko
mo picture niya?
Hindi, nakita ko sa tindahan, di ba? Ako rin kasi nagtinda ako sa tindahan ng lolo ko. Alam mo yung mga sari-sari store, nagtinda ako doon.
Kaso ngayon wala, nalugi na.
Kasi kinakain ko yung mga tinda niya.
Yun na, nalugi na.
Kinakain ko yung chocolate, kinakain ko yung... ano mo yun? Kinakain ko yung mga...
hapon, munting.
Oo, tapos kukupit, gano'n.
Hindi ako kumukupit. Kasi
kupit
baka...
at pagkain, inventaryo, bawas ka doon.
Kinakain lang, hindi naman kinukupit.
Kumakain lang ako. Kinakain ko talaga yung tinda.
Dami nating benta ngayon ah. Magkano ba?
Naubos yung
Ba't
laman.
wala nakalagay dito? Ubus ang inventaryo natin ah.
Tapos ang ginawa ng mama ko, gusto niya kami matutong magnegosyo. Yung bata kami. Siguro kasi para lang hindi kami mabore pag summer. Bibili siya ng mga items. Tapos ilalagay namin sa garapon. Excited kami ng kapatid ko. Dahil nanonood ang mama ko, yan kukwento ko. Ayan, ilalagay yun namin sa garapon yung mga items, yung mga chocolate, ganyan, yung mga candy, ganon. Tapos, pag una, syempre, excited ka pa mag-inla, di ba? Tapos, sunod dyan, kinakain na namin. Tapos, sabi ng mama ko, asan ang kita nyo? Wala. Wala kaming kita. So, yun. Ang cute.
Sa mami ni Faith na nanonood ngayon, alam nyo na po saan pumunta.
Alam nyo na po kung bakit.
Yung benta.
Sorry, ma.
Siya rin
you,
po
ma.
ang naglaglag sa sarili niya.
Ayan. Ano yan? Confession. Confession.
On air, live.
Sa EntrepRadio. Ayan, Sir Winston, sino po talaga ang nag-influence? Number one na nag-influence sa inyo sa pagnenegosyo?
Ang number one nag-influence sa akin sa pagnenegosyo is my wife talaga. Kasi meron talaga siyang, we were working before sa corporate world. Meron siyang drive to change. Innovator kasi siya by nature. So, he really wants to change how things are done. And there's a better way of doing it. It just so happens that hindi, wala siyang right, I think, which I compliment, is that yung background in business talaga. Kasi I grew up in businesses talaga. So, we work together as a team, we complement. Then, sabi, meron siyang negosyo na fashion item. So, sabi ko, sige, I'll help you with that. Let's try to sell it. And that's the turning point na sabi ko, kaya ko pala magnegosyo. And it's one of the influence talaga is my wife. He really pushed me to go to business. Kasi may potential daw. Ewan ko, lagi ako binobola ng wife ko, but yeah. there is a potential there that we could explore.
Siyempre, pag sinabi ni wife na may potential, sige, may potential. Sunod na lang, di ba?
Hindi ka pa ba? Hindi pwede.
Ayun po.
Paano nyo naman po pala na, kunyari, so yung business nyo ongoing naman, paano nyo siya napalaki or na-maintain up to today?
Well, number one, rule of thumb namin is that you take care of your clients. It's more expensive, sabi nga natin na gusto sinasabi sa even MSME talks that mas expensive maghanap ng kliyente kaysa mag-retain. So, yung losses mo dun sa, parang simpleng kakaunawaan, patalo ka ng konti, mariretain mo yun eh. And that's one of the key traits that we do. We try to really manage our accounts. Regardless whether retail siya or corporate, we really try to manage your expectation at the same time. So that's number one. Number two is that a good cash flow, a good cash backbone. Karamihan kasi ng mga startup kaya nag-fail. It's not because of the idea, it's not a mismanagement. It's the amount of the financial backbone that they have. Kasi kung hindi, kahit simpleng tindahan lang yan, kung wala ka talagang notes or what, hindi mo sinusulat, hindi mo makikita. So, kailangan mo, sabi nga ni Stephen, is that recording, monitoring, yun ang kailangan talaga eh. Kung wala kang automation, you write it down in a piece of paper kung magkano iniinin mo, magkano yung gastos, magkano yung out mo, magkano you write it down. And that's a one big step na. Religiously doing that, those two things, definitely, your business will last. Sabi nga sa movie, I just like to quote this, in Pursuit of Happiness, if you heard of it, Will Smith.
Will Smith, pati yung anak niya.
So, si Garner. Sabi niya sa one essay doon is that, paano ba
Parang
maging top
X-ray
broker?
machine.
Oo. Paano ba maging top broker? Paano ba maging Simple lang. You have to be good with people and numbers. And that's the secret
Tama.
about business kasi. If you're not good with people and you're not good with numbers, definitely you will not be successful in any business. Yun po.
Oo, totoo. Pero sir,
Yung mga... Hindi, singit ko lang, partner.
Go ahead.
Yung mga medyo marunong na sa computer, instead na paper, pwede rin kayo gumamit ng Google Sheets.
Yes.
Google Sheets. Pwede rin Google Sheets. Ang daming pwedeng gamitin, di ba? Google Docs. Pwede mo rin gamitin yon kung for documentation naman, di ba? So, ayun.
Madami din po, I just want to share. When we started, we used Wave app. Marami din po kasi accounting software na libre online. You just have to be really religiously search. I mean, I would like to thank my wife for that kasi he really look for that system. Kasi hindi kami
Zoho
Yes.
Wave, di ba?
Kasi doon pa lang kita mo na kung talo ka ba o hindi, magkano projections mo. It helps.
Pero syempre, as with all systems, lagi niyo pong tatandaan mga ka-entreps, garbage in, garbage out. So siguraduhin yung tama. Yun nilalagay nyo. Kasi nga, kung basura naman yung ilalagay nyo, kunyari, mali-mali yung recording nyo, di wala. Hindi nyo magagamit po yung information na yun.
Tsaka you have to force yourself talaga to document everything. Kasi minsan pag iniisip natin baka hindi naman hindi naman necessary na ipasok pa tong information na to. Whether or not you feel na hindi na importante kasi maliit lang or something, ipasok nyo pa rin yung detail. Ipasok nyo pa rin yung information. Sir Winston, ano po yung ginamit ninyong strategy? Kasi di ba parang pag-uling, parang iniisip natin, hindi na kasi yung uling kasi parang ngayon ang pagluluto natin parang stove, di ba? Parang range,
or
ganyan.
LPG.
Pero ano pa po yung mga market na gumagamit ng uling and paano nyo po mina-market ang magandang uling?
So that's a very interesting question, how to enter. So, agree with you, people are now using fuel, but there's still a huge segment of the industry or in cooking industry na gumagamit po ng uling. So how did we start selling it? So first of all, we scheme the market. So how do we scheme the market? So like I said earlier, we join different groups kasi medyo high tech na. We join different groups na gumagamit ng heating requirement. So we define muna yung market, our target market, or as a heat requirement market. So when we say heat requirement is that pwedeng gumagamit ng LPG, pwedeng gumagamit ng wood, pwedeng gumagamit anything na gumagamit ng heat. Then we throw out this question. So sama ka na ba, kasi literally marketing strategy, copy lang. Sama ka na ba sa mura mong uling? Ganun. And then sa Facebook yun, then post yun, then mahaba-habang gap yun. Laging basa, mausok, madaling matunaw, what? Sabi niya. Then another copy. And then ito sagot dyan. So how we approach this is we try to find the problem. What's the problem of this certain heat requirement industry that hasn't been solved for a long time? Which is yung three points na yun. Mausok, laging basa, inconsistent, at laging durog. So we focus our geared communication to that and we look for industry who's using this and we try to shift the market towards that. So, the question is, sino yung mga user nito? Number one is yung mga nagpapares. Many will know that they will be using LPG. But the problem with using LPG or fixed fuel na yun is erratic yung pricing. So, if you're running a business na 12 hours operation, so ubos na ubos yun. Example, kung 700, kung 1,000 pesos yung 1,000 pesos yung ubos mo. So, kailangan mo bawiin yun sa operation mo. So, we position ourselves as a solutions provider. So, we are not an optional product. We are not something na common, but we position ourselves as a solution. Kasi naniniwala ako na ang negosyo naman, dalang kailangan yung bagay. Number one is cost saving, and number two is process improvement. So, alin yung, so I fall under process improvement. at the same time cost saving. So if you use me, you will significantly improve your process and save a lot of money. And that's how we market it. We target key segments na gumagamit ng fuel. So we were able to get that. And you having a very catchy phrase, sabi mo, ang uling na may hugot, it really drives interest kasi. It sticks din eh. So it having me as a marketing practitioner, it adds value din kasi na to really to stick yung brand. Even I think hanggang next week siguro maalala mo yung magandang uling and makabili nga kaya ako ng magandang
mas mainit pa sa ex mo.
It really captures attention diba?
Yes, so that's our strategy approach. We want to disrupt the market na sanay na yung mga tao sa ordinaryong uling and we will try to offer something different. Be a solution to a current problem.
It's so needless to say, Sir Winston, na social media is necessary for business nowadays at this time, di ba? Parang it is necessary kasi you did mention na you look for groups. I would assume na that's Facebook groups, di ba?
Yes. So that's yung but yeah, let's say pare, well, it's a work in progress. Pero that's one of the key drivers kasi right now. Social media. Since we're on a pandemic, most people will definitely use a platform that they're commonly used, which is yung social media. And ngayong panahon ito na ang laki ng affinity to affirmation, hugot, and it's a good avenue to launch on your product. So, and at the same time, is to tickle their mind to explore something different. Social media plays a vital role, but we are not heavily relying on them. This is social media we use is really for more branding, but most of our effort pa rin talaga is really salesmanship talaga. There are times na there are time na meron kang group na pupuntahan mag-explore lang for 1 hour habang nasa banyo, ganyan. Makikita ka, uy, problem ako, lechona, ganyan. So,
Siyempre, matagal tayo sa banyo, di ba?
Oh, yes, kasi that's why yung So, yun yung pag-usapan. And comment ka. Sabi mo, sir, baka gusto mo subukan to, ganyan. Okay, sige. So, doon pa rin nagpo-fall yung salesmanship. Again, we could heavily rely on social media to do the task for us. But as a marketing, as a business person, we cannot rely those soft skills in automated. Kasi we are human. We are social animal.
Active pushing talaga. Active marketing ang kailangan. Sir Winston, aside from sa social media, ano pa ba po bang mga, para sa mga ka-entreps natin, para may idea din sila, ano pa bang ibang mga, let's just say, technological convenience na nagagamit nyo? Ano pa ba yung mga ibang ginagamit nyo sa negosyo para makatulong and mapabilis or mapa-improve yung systems nyo, yung pagnenegosyo?
Kasi right now, since medyo pandemic, resources is very scarce. I stopped using na rin yung laptop na gumagamit ng mainstream na operating system. So, I migrated to open source system. Linux na siya. At the same time kasi I was able to gain the benefit kasi may access na siya sa mga freeware na merong inventory management, so all in na siya doon. So, before we're using Windows, ganyan, but in the long run kasi magastos kasi siya eh. So, we migrated our system from a Windows-based to a Linux-based system. So, everything is done in Linux. And it's good. Kasi in terms of security, hindi na siya nagka-crash, hindi na siya nagpa-bug down. That's what we did, one. And another thing is that we're also coming up with that, again, the usual with my Google, is that we're using Google Ads din as well. So,
right.
Google Ads
and
kasi,
browser lang naman ang katapat eh.
Yeah. I mean, some people will say na this social media is the thing, I keep on saying na, even in my talks, that technology is there as a tool. It's your creativity that hinders you from succeeding kasi. Kahit sabihin mo yan, hindi. So what we're doing right now, we're using Google Ads as one way to post or boost for search to be suppliers for key accounts. So we're pushing for some. Right now, we are supplying for few branches of lechonan here in the south.
Okay.
So we were able to capture that market through Google Ads as well and Facebook. So we're
Nice.
supplying them. So that's how we're moving. We started February. We're moving now this I think the 6th month. We have reached the 2-ton mark for the charcoal
Wow,
kit.
dami
And just to share lang sa Rene, we were discussing this. I started just test marketing it for 2 sacks.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And test marketing it, if there's a possibility of visibility, it does. There is. And now we're moving now on the mark of 2 tons per month.
Wow. So talagang effective siya, no? And
Yes, sir.
Sir Winston, so with all taking all of this in, where do you see your business heading in, let's say, in 5 years? Ano po yung vision natin for in 5 years?
Well, the vision of the Balangay trading kasi is that we want to be the leader in promoting local brands. We are not like
Local
the same
brands.
other kumbaga sa inyo, sir, the voice, you're looking for fresh talents, raw talents, you develop it. Kami naman here in Balangay, we're looking for fresh products, raw products that can be considered as premium and being readily available for every Filipinos. So we're looking na a brand, not a FMCG, but a brand that will push Filipino products, commodity-based products na pwede namin i-promote to help other people as well. Kasi sabi ko nga, sir, sa inyo is that simple lang ang mantra ng Balangay, even our family. Integrity and putting value to other people. We don't want to waste other people's time. So, if meron kami nakitang potential, example, one product there, sige, you want to market it, you want to reach more clients, we'll push it. This is what we'll take, would you want to partner with us? So that's what we're doing. And that's what we're envisioning in 5 to 10 years from now. The Balangay training will be ano ba tawag doon? A avenue for startup brands to push forward. Hindi lang basta simpleng brand. We look for brands who shares the same values as we us. Hindi lang taga pera-pera. Kailangan may integrity.
Kailangan ba niche markets ang target natin? Or yung mga brands?
Not necessarily, sir. Not necessarily, sir, but it has to be a brand that is it has to be a unserved market, not just a simple niche. Kasi a niche market is really very interesting. Once you saturate it and you be the leader on that, sooner or later trending na siya. So you will be now a pillar on that industry. And that's the good thing about serving a niche market. Some people may argue with the idea na a niche market, maliit lang yung market niya kasi niche lang. Actually not. It is an industry or a segment na kailangan malaking potential. I mean, just to share you a point, the coffee beans right now, I mean, for sure, 2013, you wouldn't buy coffee beans online. Kasi may 3-in-1 naman. May nabibili naman sa grocery. And now, people are more aware of it. And it's also one of the reason because of us. We push it in that level.
Right. Sir, ang dami mong mga products na ginajuggle, di ba? Parang ang dami mo rin ginagawa aside from your business or other things na you're doing like Google My Business, di ba? How do you actually manage how's your time management like? Meron ba kayong tips na pwedeng maibigay sa mga viewers natin about time management, yung productivity, or yung operations?
Well, number one is that whenever you start a business, yung may idea ka, you don't just build na para makabenta ka or what. You build a system around it first before actually marketing it. Why? Once you have a system kasi, mas madali na. I just give you one tip on how we do it. Once yung nilaunch namin yung coffee business namin, what we did is that there's a portion of each step na pwede namin hugutin at tanggalin agad. So, when the day start, alam namin tatakbo na siya manually, automatically, gagana na siya dire-diretso. So, we try to create system and try to automate it as much as possible just to save time.
Yes.
That's one critical thing. Kung magnenegosyo ka, dapat hindi lang isip mo benta. Kasi iniisip mo dapat may sistema ka. Kasi once nagkaroon ng bug down doon sa proseso mo, alam mo kung saan mo solve. Tama yung tanong mo, Miss Wade, kasi paano daw ba yan? Ano mo ginagawa? Ano ba yan?
Oo. Diba? How do you juggle things? Pero yun nga, but tama yung sinabi, talagang pasok doon sa topic natin na automation kanina. Kasi 'di ba parang in a business, you don't look at what you have right now and what you do right now. You have to think forward. How do you improve? How do you innovate, 'di ba? How do you make things better for you and for your clients? Yung system nga na sinasabi ninyo. What about yung yung any tips about administrative task? Ganyan. Kasi ito yung mga hindi masyadong napag-uusapan eh.
Yeah. Ang tips ko lang dyan, put a system on it pa din. Number one. Example,
System pa rin, okay.
System pa din. Example, you really have to write it down or you put a system or process to it just to make sure you're doing that task. One clear example is that you don't end the day na hindi close yung books mo. Hindi recorded yung lahat ng transaction mo. Whether in or out yung pera, kailangan mo siyang i-record. Huwag kang matutulog or huwag mong isasara ang tindahan mo na hindi ka nag-account. Why? Kasi pag pinagtubukas mo pa yan, may malilimutan ka.
Yes.
Tatamading ka na. Tapos minsan naisip mo, nagbilang ka ng pera, mali na, may nagastos ka na. So, dapat, before magsarado ng tindahan, nabilang mo na yung pera mo. And hindi naman siya ngayon lang dahil may negosyo ko. Kahit ang bata, kahit sa sari-sari store, Faith, kung makikita mo, si mama, bibigyan ako ng, ito cash in, 200 pesos. Bilang, 200 pesos. Kasarang tindahan. May magkano yung utang kinuha sa'yo today. Magkano yung cash out mo, magkano yung remit mo. 2,500. Balik mo kay mama. So, ayun. So, at least, nag-close yung day,
tapos
sarado.
yung mga kinain mo. Ano lang matatanggap mo, ha?
Wala talagang kinikita yung tindahan. Every summer yun, ha? Wala talagang kinikita. Alam naman ng mama ko yun.
Siguro maglaba ka na lang.
Actually, ma'am, just to share lang, yan yung mga nawawalang traits sa mga kabataan ngayon. And I would really encourage parents, even us here, you try to encourage your child na magtinda-tindahan kasi it molds their character kasi ako, hindi naman sa pagmamayabang. Malaking bagay yung naitulong nun sa pagkatao, especially with interacting with people. Kasi imagine mo, 7 years old ka, nagbebenta ka. Nagbebenta ako 5 case ng beer. 5 case ng beer. Tapos 7 years old ako, nagsusukli ako. Abot ka ng 1,000 pesos. So, siyempre, pag nagkamali ka na, mapalo nga abutin mo sa mama mo, no? Di ba? So, it molds your character, how to deal with them. And and I think that's also parang kung mga entrepreneurs or mga budding entrepreneurs, you should train your child as early as they can do math. Kasi ang laking bagay nun sa character nila. And ngayon, bihira na naman kasi. And that's very important thing. You write it down. And just to add lang about yung tips and admin works. Alam mo nung bata ko, lagi na papagalitan dyan ng nanay ko. May umutang, 10 yung umutang. Isa lang ang nailista ko. Diba? Patay. Ano yung mga nakuha? Mama, alam ko kasi ganito. And
thank you.
There's a learning there. Is that in everything that you do, especially in administration, you should write it down. Kung hindi mo man may record, write it down and close it with a day. Kasi failure to document everything in your business is so, yan ang ticking time bomb. I tell you, especially if you would like to copy what we're doing in distribution and wholesaling, kung wala kang records, wala kang resibo, wala kang ay patay, nanguhula ka lang, hindi po pwede. Kailangan meron kang simpleng sistema o documentation man lang.
Actually, pwede natin idagdag sa documentation yung mga process no? Kasi ako rin, kasi I'm learning, syempre tayo, in our business, we would want to learn new things, di ba? We continuously innovate. So, pag may natutunan ka, ilista mo, di ba? I-write down mo, para pag kunwari, gagawin mo siya ulit, hindi mo na kailangang isipin na, paano nga ba yun? O i-research mo na naman, i-google mo na naman. Diba, meron ka ng listahan kung ano yung ginawa mo last time para meron ka ng babalikan. Diba?
Yes, totoo yun. Yung learning ko, I mean, ito was just one classic example, story ko lang. nung bata ko. May nangutang worth 500 pesos. Hindi ko matrack down yung amount. And tagang abot lang yung galit ng nanay ko sa akin. Kasi 500 pesos mahigit yun. So, hindi ko na matrack down yun. So, TY na yun. And it teaches me na hindi porket matalino ka, sharp ang memory mo, matatanda mo. Hindi. You really have to write it down. Kung wala yan, wala talaga. And that's a secret. Again, like mo sabi, is that you have to have a good system. Kailangan bago mo nilaran yung system mo, sabi, hindi, magbabenta tayo ng fishball. Yayaman tayo dito. Okay, benta ka ng fishball. Hindi mo naman sinulat kung ilan yung nabenta mo per day. Hindi mo binilang inventaryo mo per day. Magkano yung gastos mo sa ano. Paano mo nalaman kung mabibenta mo yun? Simple things as that.
Faith in Tindera.
Oo, di ba? Sabi mo.
Before pa mautang, nakain ka na yun.
Kaya nga sabi nga nila, hindi ako naniniwala na walang maliit na kaya hindi kikita. Kikita sila. Problem is, hindi nila kasi yung sulat. Kasi puuna ko ganito, ganyan. Hindi mo inad tong ganito. Hindi mo inad yung ganito. Kaya in the end of the day, talo ka.
Lugi pala.
And that's why simple process of writing down really creates value.
True. Ayan. So sir, siguro panghihingi tayo ng final, kung merong isang tip kang ibibigay sa mga entrepreneurs natin, yung isa lang talaga, napaka-importante at pinaka-importante sa'yo, anong gusto mong tip na ibigay sa mga ka-entreps natin?
Pinaka-importante? I think pinaka-importante is that pag magnenegosyo po kayo, huwag niyong isiping kikita kayo. Real talk lang po talaga. Huwag niyong isiping kikita kayo. Ang isipin niyo, tutulong kayo sa kapwa niyo. And everything will follow. Kasi kung iniisip niyo po lagi na gagawin ko to kasi yayaman ako, in a few years time yayaman ako, it's a very bad mindset that the media and everyone is telling us. You should think na you're doing this because you see a problem that you want to solve and you want to be part of that solution. And doing a business will definitely drive result and be able to contribute to greater good. So, ganun dapat po ang mindset natin. Huwag po tayo puro kabig lang. Kasi hindi po talaga maganda. The world is already filled with people who's greedy. What we need now are solutions provider. And if you're going to build a business, solutions first. Money will follow.
Iyon. Thank you, Sir Winston. And by the way, imbitahan natin ang ating mga ka-entreps to visit your page or how will they get in touch with you? I-flash po natin yung contact details.
So if you're interested in exploring business and growing a hot business with us, so if you are into commodity trading right now, we have 2 business opportunities for you that would like to try. So if you would like to resell our product and you see a potential, you could contact us at 0915-805-8341. We'll be more than willing to discuss with you future programs and future plans. And even if you would like to do a different approach kasi right now, Rene, we're expanding din kasi. So if anyone out there really want to help out in business, partner with us, we're open with it.
And baka meron kayong promo na gusto i-plug-in. Isama niyo na, sir.
Well, currently, meron kami promo right now. If you, sa mga viewers natin right now, if you will send a message now, we will discount. Example, kailangan gusto nyo subukan yung magandang uling lang, just for a try. We'll be putting a discount for your item. So we could ship it anywhere in the Philippines by our Shopee account. So just send us a message there or send us an email. First 30 clients, first 30 inquiry, will be giving away a discounted price ng magandang uling. And just for you to try our products and even our freshly roasted coffee beans. This is a roast order nga pala. So kung gusto nyo po ng freshly roasted coffee beans, hindi po kayo mapapahiya. We will be offering a special price po sa inyo once you send us a message po. First 30 clients po.
Sir, meron bang meron code na dapat silang i-text or ibigay? Para alam natin na kasama sila dun sa nakarinig nito at kasama sila dun sa top 30, first 30.
Or i-mention lang nila.
I-mention nyo na lang po na mas hot ako sa ex nyo.
Pag gano'n ang sinabi, libre na po.
So, ganyan lang po, mas hot. Mas hot pa sa ex nyo.
Mas hot.
Yan. I-type nyo lang yung mas hot. Tapos meron na kayong discount from Magandang Uling. Yan.
Yes po. Type nyo na po mas
And
hot.
the coffee beans. No?
Coffee beans.
Coffee Beans Depot. Yan.
Yes po.
So yun, no? So Sir Winston, maraming salamat po sa inyong shinare, no? I'm sure yung maraming tayong mga ka-entreps na nag-iisip, no? Ano bang gagawin kong negosyo? Ano bang ipapasukin kong products dito sa market na dagdagan ng kanilang kaalaman, and kung gusto nga nila maging kunyari, they want to sell coffee beans, or even yun nga yung uling, they can get in touch with you, no? Kasi sabi nga, integrity ang value po natin dito, and kung desidido naman kayo talaga na pumasok na sa ganitong negosyo, subukan nyo, lalo na kung yung area or location nyo wala pang nagbebenta ng ganito, no? So that's it's a big potential, malaking posibilidad na pakyawin yung stocks niyo.
Oo, try lang, 'di ba? Wala namang mawawala. Sabi nga ni Sir Winston, pangalan lang, 'di ba? Integrity lang. 'Di ba?
Ayan.
Try nyo lang po. Again, we hindi po namin kayo iwan sa ere. Lagi kayo sabi, pangalan po namin nasa lalay. Hindi po namin yung mga resellers namin, mga clients namin. So,
Sir Winston, sorry, hindi marinig po.
Rest assured that we'll be taking, sorry, we'll be taking care
Important
of.
message eh.
So, everything will be taken care of. No, let's talk. We're open. So, hindi po kami madamot.
Ayan. Sir Winston, sobrang thank you for joining us this afternoon and for sharing a lot of information and wisdom, ha. Gusto ko yung priority na yung integrity, 'di ba? Kasi every businessman has to have integrity, otherwise talagang magfo-fall ang business.
Yes po. Ganun po talaga dapat. Let's be, sabi nga niya, we're created from God's image. So, anong klaseng negosyante ka kung hindi ka man lang marunong wala ka man lang integrity sa katawan mo.
Right.
Wala kang isang salita, no? Yeah.
Yes.
Oo.
So, yun. Okay.
So,
Sir
thank
Winston,
you po. Thank you so much.
Salamat po ulit.
Thank you din po.
Thank you so much, Sir Winston.
Salamat
Have
mga
a good Sunday.
Thank you po.
So yan, no? So mga ka-entreps yan, no? Kung na-miss nyo yung part ng interview natin with Sir Winston, pwede nyo po balikan ang replay after this show, no? Mamayang alas 4, mapapanood nyo na po kaagad yung ating interview with Sir Winston, no? So, yan, partner, anong mo?
Ang ganda ng story ni Sir Winston, ha? Gusto ko yung story niya na na nagtinda siya sa tindahan kasi pareho kami. tapos di ba parang
buhay pa rin eh.
Yung sa akin. Hindi ko naman kasalanan yung masarap yung tinda ng lolo ko.
Tsaka bata ka pa noon, hindi mo pa alam.
Bata pa ako noon.
Kasalanan nila yon. Bakit ikaw
pero kaya
yun?
ngayon, partner, sobrang gusto kong nagtitinda. Di ba sabi ko sa'yo, dream ko maging tindera talaga. Kasi nga, nung bata ako, I wasn't a good tindera. Kinakain ko yung mga paninda. So, yun.
Subukan mo rin, partner, yung parang ginawa ni Miss Heidi Sibayan, no? Yung ating guest nung episode 2 naman, no? Live selling. Baka yan, partner, kaya mo. Mine, no? Pamine naman dyan.
Baka ako yung i-mine, Char. Joke lang.
Uy, bakit hindi?
Joke lang. Bakit hindi?
Usapang hugot naman tayo today.
Sana ako yung i-mine, diba? Anyways, partner, kung saan na tayo napupunta, tawagin na natin si Mr. EntrepRadio.
Hi.
EntrepRadio Online.
So, ladies and gentlemen, nandito na pala si Chase. Ang bilis ni Chase eh.
Hi, you had control over that. Hi guys, welcome
Hi,
back.
Chase. Welcome back.
Welcome back to me. So the name is Faith. Thank you guys so much. and to our guest very much. Okay, let's proceed. I'm back, Mr. Entrepreneur here, with our second Entrepreneur tip on the 3 tips for running a wholesale distribution business. Entrepreneur tip number 2: be on top of your cash flow. Free cash flow is the basis of any good retail business. More so for a wholesale business where order sizes and prices are quite significant. Wholesalers often feel compelled to offer extended credit to their consumers. While credit and the practice of extending it to vendors are quite common in wholesale distribution, avoid falling into the overextension trap. Communicate clearly to your buyers that your credit terms are set in stone, and further orders will only be fulfilled once the accumulated credit is settled. While it may seem like a draconian approach to take to cash flow, not having enough working capital can drive you out of business. So it is important to follow through on your terms. And that is our second Entrepreneur tip: be on top of your cash flow.
No? Tuloy mo na, Chase. What is your take on this in Tagalog?
No. I'm going to say it in English. Just because.
Okay, English.
All right, so cash flow. It is the lifeblood of your business, as any respectable entrepreneur should know. So you must secure it as much as you can, as it will strongly influence the future of your business. Now, in the world of distribution, where credit and loans usually work in tandem with the businesses, setting up boundaries will be crucial to not only keep your cash flow secure, it'll also help in anchoring your business down enough for you to move away from those unreliable clients and business partners, and hopefully allow you to guide it towards those who are trustworthy. Now, these are very small but significant social interactions with people that will undoubtedly impact the future of your business and also test the integrity of your character. So the simple extending of credits when it's due, those small things, really important stuff. So those are my thoughts.
Okay.
In Tagalog.
No. I'm gonna do that some other time.
Partner, tatanong ko pala sa'yo, anong ginagawa mo kapag, kunwari, if you weren't able to collect payment from a client at a specific time na dapat magbabayad sila? What do you do?
Ako?
Mm-mm.
Nagdadasal. Lord, sana, Lord, please, Lord God, no? Sana kumita na sila para mabayaran na kami. Diba? Yan. Hindi, pero usually sa business kasi namin, most of our clients naman kasi are mga industrial eh. So medyo malalaki yung mga orders nila, so matagal, and let's just say na mapilit na lang sila, no, na kailangan nila ganitong terms before nila gawin yung order. So usually pinagbibigyan naman namin, pero yun na nga, no, pag naging usapan is 90 days, no, that's 3 months.
Whoa.
Minsan umaabot pa yan ng 110, 120 days. So mahirap. So what we do talaga, yun na, katulad ng sabi ni Chase, dapat talaga before sila makapag-order ulit, no, mabayaran muna yung kanilang pending, no. Kasi ang daming problema ngayon, lalo na sa yun na nga, no, pandemic tayo ngayon. So marami sa kanilang mga staff is work from home. So babanatan ka na lang ng sir, kasi work from home po yung pipirma, wala dito. So may delay. Minsan sasabihin, sir, nag-maternity leave po kasi si ganito. So I mean, hindi ba malaking kumpanya kayo? Wala bang magte-take over niyan? Wala bang OIC? Parang gusto mong sabihan ng ganon, pero wala. Anong gagawin mo, di ba? You burn the bridges, or you just, you try to find another way para makabawi ka. So usually, what we do is, pag alam namin yung customer is matagal magbayad or mahaba yung terms na hinihingi, we put an allowance na kagad sa price namin. So, what kind of allowance are we talking about? So, if humiram ka ng pera sa bangko, usually you would pay around 6 to 12 to 20% pa nga minsan na interest, no? So, and the cost of inflation ng pera nasa 4 to 6% din. So we would add something along those lines, no? From 5 to 15% on top of our quoted price. Kasi sasabihin namin, well, kung babayaran niyo siya in cash ngayon pagka-deliver, you can get this amount. Pero if we're going to be talking about naka-terms po tayo, ang quoted price po namin, ang price tag price po namin will be ganito. So, kasi meron tayong price tag law. What your price tag says is what you pay. So you can't tell them na ito po yung cash price, ito yung may utang na price. You give the may utang na price and you just give a discount if they pay early. So, in that way, covered ka na kagad, lalo na kung kilala mo yung customer mo, naging customer mo na before. Sabi nga ni Sir Winston, integrity tayo eh. Kung medyo nadapa siya, no, nagkaroon ng problema, wala tayong magagawa doon. That's life eh. So, next time mag-order siya, we're just going to put an adjusted amount. And if they pay early or on time, you can give them an early payment discount. Right?
Okay. So, in our case naman, sa industry naman namin, there's always a milestone. Kasi since kami, hindi naman product yung binibigay namin. So, it's services. So, like, at the start of the project, may milestone yun. Like, sometimes it's 30% of the total amount or 50% depending on what milestones you will have during the project. So, minsan,
progressive invoicing.
Progressive, right? Oo. So, at the start, merong percentage. At the middle, kunwari, tapos na yung shoot or tapos na yung kunwari natapos na yung first editing, ganyan. So that's another milestone. Tapos when you deliver the whole project, then that's the complete, once the project is completed na, then they will pay the full amount.
Full payment na, right.
So
at least that way, hindi ka mawawalan. Siguradong na-cover mo yung expenses mo as per milestone.
All right. And the good thing about this industry is definitely the client will need your output. Kasi parang minsan iniisip mo, paano pag biglang nawala yung kliyente? Hindi pwedeng mawala yung kliyente. Kasi yung materials nasa iyo, di ba? What are they going to use kung hindi naman namin ibibigay yung materials nila? So,
baka
lahat may
milestone.
So lahat may milestone. So every step of the way, may progressive invoicing nga.
So yun, no? So yun nga mga ka-entreps, tandaan natin ulit, as Chase mentioned, no, it's the lifeblood ang cash, no? Kung wala kang cash, paano mo pagagalawin ang iyong negosyo? Lalo na ngayong may pandemic, posibleng magkaroon ulit ng mga delays or mga interruptions sa ating operations. Make sure yung cash nyo will at least cover 3 to 6 months in backup ang pinaka suggested natin dito. Kasi nga, saan kayo kukuha ng cash kung wala kayong cash? So at least meron kayong pambayad pa ng operation, pasweldo nyo, pambayad ng renta, pambayad ng internet, ganyan. Iko-cover nyo na po yun before pa man lang dumating ang panahon na kakailanganin nyo. No? Hindi yung, ay, wala tayong pasok next week ha, kasi ganito, ganyan, may quarantine, may whatever. Saan nyo kukunin yung pambayad nyo sa mga expenses nyo na padating? No? So, kung ganyan, manage lang talaga ang kailangan. You have to manage your cash.
Yes. Yung projection talaga, yung cash projection mo. Kasi hindi pwedeng ma-disrupt. Kunwari, paano pag hindi nag-bite yung kliyente na to, hindi na tayo mag-move on sa mga projects natin. Hindi pwedeng ganon. Mapapilay naman yung company mo, diba? So, management and projection dapat talaga.
Yeah, overhead. Okay. You're going to be hearing a lot of that.
And now it's time for our tip number 3.
EntrepRadio tip.
From Mr. EntrepRadio. Yeah.
EntrepRadio Online.
Hey guys, Mr. EntrepRadio here with our third and final tip. I'm sure you all miss me. So, let's proceed to our third and final EntrepRadio tip for our topic today, which is the 3 tips for running a wholesale distribution business. Our third tip is build relationships with your customers. Lasting relationships mean lasting business. Hence, focus on building relationships. Ensure that you maintain transparency at all times. Communicate with your customers about new products and offers on business-to-business or B2B purchases. If your policies have changed, ensure that a written update goes out to all customers. Use email marketing to your advantage like several other wholesale distributors already do. a simple newsletter that provides useful information every month can build recall value. So be sure to track your customer outreach efforts to see what works. And that is our third and final tip: build relationships with customers. May I?
And Chase's take on this is
Yes. Go ahead.
All right. So my thoughts on this is essentially finding the right people that you share a mutual professional trust with will help support your business in the long run. It can take months to years for these kinds of relationships to form, but with the right interactions, the returns are known to yield a wide variety of benefits. But one thing to consider, though, that no matter how much resources you spend on forming this relationship, this trust, all it takes is one mistake to kind of really break everything apart. Among the many assets in a business, the unquantifiable but highly important asset that we all know as trust is one of the most fickle and sensitive. Proper understanding and great consideration. Yes, fickle. Proper understanding and great consideration must be taken when attempting to make decisions that puts trust on the line. So keep them updated. Let them know if certain factors may impact their relations, or if there's certain shortages or surplus, discounts, whatever it is that could benefit your relationship. Let them know. Doing so will assist in maintaining the slow and steady growth of both you and your partners. So those are my thoughts on that.
Very fickle thoughts, I see.
Fickle thought. Oh, come on now.
Partner,
I was
ikaw,
fickle.
anong take mo dyan?
Akong take ko dyan, we should have an episode about customer service talaga. Kasi parang we always say, build a relationship with customer, but how do you do that? Diba? There are steps, there are actually ways of doing it. Kasi pinag-aaralan, diba, sa CSR, tama ba? CSR. So, I think dapat maging mas mas solidify natin yung mga steps. How do we actually do customer relationship? Kasi it's easy to say customer relationship, but you really have to build it. And how do you build it ba talaga? Diba? What are the ways? Diba? So maybe we should have an episode about that.
Sige. I will give one of the tips on how to build customer relationships. Kasi nowadays nga, as we all know, information is power. So essentially, when we do business with our customers, we can gain a lot of information about them. Unang-una, taga saan sila, ano yung kumpanya nila, tungkol saan, or kung ang customers nyo mga kumpanya din, kung mga tao naman, there are some products naman din kasi na hindi na kailangan masyado alamin ano ba yung mga detalye. Pero nowadays kasi uso ang tinatawag natin ng mga CRM or Customer Relationship Management na software. So essentially, you don't have to buy the software. You can make it your own, no? So you just have to note ano ba yung mga alam nyo tungkol sa mga kliyente nyo, no? So usually sa mga malalaking kumpanya, malalaking transaksyon, or ito talaga mga customers nyo na tinatawag nating suki. Paano ba natin ma-maintain ang relationship sa kanila? Unang-una, pag nakakausap nyo sila, if ever nakausap nyo sila, ano ba yung mga information na nalaman nyo? May anak ba sila? Kailan ang birthday? May asawa? Ganito. And when you're transacting with them, kunyari nasa sales, kasi actually sa sales, importante ito, no? Makabuild ka kagad ng bond sa kanila. So unang-una pa lang, pag tinawagan mo sila, kinausap mo, so sir, kamusta na pala yung anak nyo? Pumapasok na ba sila? Si Robbie, pati si Richard, ganyan, di ba? Kunyari, nakuha mo na yung information na yan. So automatically, mafe-feel kagad ng customer mo na, uy, naalala pa niya ako, naalala niya yung mga anak ko, ganito, no? So may bond na kagad na ma-form, no? O kaya alam nyo na nagbakasyon sila. So, sir, kamusta na po yung Boracay? Okay po ba? Marami bang tao? Ganyan din. Kahit na matagal na kayo hindi nag-uusap, pero just the fact na alam mo yon or sinusundan mo siya sa FB shows na you are in it for them, no? Na meron kang concern sa kanila. And these are just basic actually for sales, no? Pero kung ang inyong mga customers ay basically kunyari nagbebenta kayo ng mga, let's just say, damit or yung mga ganyan na kunyari sa Shopee or sa Lazada, yung mga information na ganito, hindi nyo na makukuha, no? Kasi nga, volume maramihan. So, hindi siya masyadong ganun ka nagagamit. Pero kung yung mga one-off na mga transactions like siguro yung kay Partner Faith, no, yung sa media, gusto niyong umulit-ulit sila. So every time you talk to them, you have something to build on. Ano? Parang ano lang siya, parang basic na concern lang naman na you don't treat them na just a number or a sale, na hindi lang sila mukhang dokumento sa iyo or pera, which is even worse, no. So yun, no. So in our business, it's really all about building relationships, kasi mas madali rin magnegosyo, makatrabaho sila kung ganun. And I think even in some societies, no, like in other countries, this is priority number one. Dito na pumapasok yung mga nilalabas mo yung customer mo, meaning kunwari kakain kayo, magdi-dinner, mag-iinuman, yung mga ganun after work. This is part of that culture, no? Like sa China, that's very prominent, no? And a lot of the Asian cultures talaga, they do this. So yun lang po mga ka-entreps.
And that was our fourth and apparently final Entropedia tip. Given by our very own Serene, the envoy sa Alba. Thank you.
Partner, baka may pahabol ka pa.
Fifth and final.
Final tip? Wala.
Wala na. Okay.
Wala na? Pack up na yun?
Okay.
Stinger na.
EntrepRadio Online.
So mga ka-entreps, muli po namin pinapasalamatan si Sir Winston Binauhan, no, para sa kanyang pag-guest sa show today and pag-share niya ng kanyang mga experiences and challenges and successes tungkol sa kanyang negosyo, no. We hope na marami kayong natutunan and marami kayong magagamit sa inyong negosyo.
Oo. And if you want to follow Sir Winston, you can go check his page out, but he's also part of Google My Business MSME Caravan. So puntahan nyo lang sa Facebook yung Google My Business, and they post out schedules ng MSME Caravan. So he actually does a lot of sessions together with partner rin. Minsan iba-iba yung partners eh. Ako kasi most of the time, ang ginagawa ko will be women entrepreneur, all about women entrepreneurship, ganyan, and other stuff about Google. Pero yun, marami pang topics na pwede kayong puntahan, at si Sir Winston na isa sa mga facilitators doon. Ayan.
Yeah, just visit, no? Ayun yung link nasa ulo, nasa harap ni Chase, no? g.co/grow/MSME Caravan. Yan.
Oo, ayan. Okay. So, we also want to thank our mga ka-entreps. Masugid tayong sinasamahan every Sunday. Every Sunday for 4 seasons yan. Chase and partner. So, sobrang thank you so much for joining us. And we are hoping to have you until our 12th season, 15th season, 20 seasons.
Yun tayo eh.
So much seasons. Also, we would like to extend our gratitude, our thanks to our production team. Quite the list here. We have Miss Karen Dagilla, Rian Ruiz, Pao Castillo, Julie Pearl Brion, Rem Albandia, Jen Friolo, Gabriel Derek Schulz, Moises Ivan, Puja Idnani, Rowena, Pangilinan Tinio, and Cherry Faye Ramos. Thank you guys so much for working tirelessly in the background to keep the show going and flowing.
And of course, maraming salamat kay Sir Pocholo de Leon, the Voice Master Gonzales, sa inyong walang sawang pagsuporta at pag-mentor and pag-develop sa mga voice artists dito sa Philippines, no? And abroad na nga pala, no? So Sir Choi, maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And by the way, no, we'd like to invite yung mga entrepreneurs, mga ka-entreps natin na meron sariling mga business na gustong i-share at ipaalam sa iba ang tungkol sa negosyo nila. Kung meron kayong kwento na makakatulong sa ating mga ka-entreps, send us a message, no? Just go to our FB page, fb.com/EntrepRadio, and tell us about your business, and we will get back to you and schedule your business for our next upcoming shows.
Yes, we'd be very happy to have you on the show. Excited tayong ikwento ang mga storya ng mga negosyanteng Pilipino. Ayan. If you're interested naman, mga ka-entreps, in becoming a voice artist, please consider to join the Certified Voice Artist Program. This is a series of online workshops created by the voice master himself, Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez. These sessions are geared to bring out the best in you and to bring out the voice in you. July 10 na yan, mga ka-entrep. So sign up na.
Yes, thank you, Miss Faith. Also, we would like to remind everybody about our couple of shows here on VG8 Radio, which is the Entrepreneur World, which will be airing every Thursday at 9 p.m. That's Thursday, every Thursday at 9 p.m. Also, Entrep Academy, which will be airing every Friday at 7 p.m. That's Entrep Academy, Friday at 7 p.m. Stay tuned, folks, on Thursday and Friday.
EntrepRadio Online.
Sana talaga mas madali yung interface ng StreamYard, no? Kasi medyo malayo yung mga videos. Anyway,
Pickle thing, ha? Pickle thing, ha?
Ang hirap maghagilap. Stinger. Nasaan ang stinger? Sa pamumuno ng isa sa pinakakilalang influential speaker sa buong Pilipinas, Pocholo, the Voice Master Gonzalez, ma-inspire at ma-inform sa talakayan ng inyong mga ka-entrep sa online radio, kasama ang inyong lingkod, Rene the Envoys Toralba.
And your one and only provider of entrepreneurial wisdom, your Mr. Entrepedia, Stephen Chase Lemon.
Yes, and the only rose among these handsome thorns, Faith the Voz Pastrana. Ito po ay hatid sa inyo ng Creative Visions Productions. Ay, halo-halo. Creative Voices Productions. Creative Vision Studio. Creative Sound Studio. VG8 Radio. Voice from Home at the Voice Master Channel. This is EntrepRadio Online. The Voice.
The Voice of Filipino Entrepreneurs.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks
See you
for
next
Bye,
week.
guys.
See you.
Until the next
Bye.
time.